talk about next week's matchup in the big game in San Diego. Let's talk about this week. Katie Obima getting some honors from the conference. Not her first time getting Pitcher of the Week, but just talking about what she's done so far as a freshman. I mean, she outdueled Lippert, who is Sonoma State's ace. What does it say about her getting this honor again?
Well, Katie's a worker. You talk to people in the weight room, and they tell you she's the hardest working freshman out there. When she came here and we recruited her, I didn't expect these results, really didn't. But she worked hard, and she was eager to improve herself, and she's just getting better and has more control and hitting her spots. And, you know, she's kind of cool hand Luke out there. She doesn't get rattled, you know. A lot of pitchers will get rattled when they start getting hit, and they start looking for outs, but she doesn't do that. She hangs in there, and Shelley can call a good game because she can hit her spots. When you don't hit your spots, then we can't call a good game. We call it inside, and she throws it outside, then we're in trouble because we've adjusted our infield and our outfield to a ball, and it's a game of inches.
So, what about her pitches specifically is giving her the success?
Well, she has a nice curve drop on the outside. She's got a beautiful rise ball, like Lizzie Prescott had. And she throws at about the same speed, 61. And you don't have much time to adjust on that. Her changeup is average, but I would suspect this summer she's going to spend a lot of time working with that changeup, and she's going to come back very, very, very tough.
So talking about looking forward for you guys. You played before the last game started, Sonoma was number 2 in the rankings. Now they're number 3, and this week you get to play the new number 2, San Diego.
Well, you know, last week I'm sure San Diego was rooting for Sonoma. This week I think Sonoma was rooting for us because that knocked them out of the number 2 spot. As far as the comparison, both teams run. You know, Sonoma stole. Once we took Hyatt out of the game, they stole about 6 bases right in a row. They respected Hyatt, and we substituted pretty freely as the game, in my estimation, got academic. It was out of reach. Lipster, you know, the pitcher, she's great. You give her a 6-run lead, party's over. You give us a 4-run lead, and the party's over. You know, we beat their second-string pitcher, who is a front liner. First 3 batters got on a home run. Ball game's over. That's hard to combat a grand slam home run the first inning. First 4 batters, that gets you.
Talking about San Diego, obviously they're a big challenge. I talked to you a little bit before about just their pedigree. You mentioned a bait making them.
Well, you got to look at of their 9 starters, sometimes 8 of the starters, 7 for sure, have seen national play. San Diego last year was 2nd in the nation, and that's 2nd in the nation of 283 teams. And they beat Valdosta in the first game. Valdosta had to beat them twice, and Valdosta did. They had a great hitting team, but they were held in check. It was a pitching battle, and they the year before they won it all. And you have 7 or 8 of these girls who were there and played. So this isn't a pressure ball game for them. They're experienced. We have inexperienced people at 3rd and 2nd. Other than that, we're pretty solid. But our 3rd baseman and 2nd baseman are kind of like rookies, and they're the first-year players, basically.
What's the message you're giving your team? Obviously, these 2 back-to-back weekends with these huge matchups. What's the message?
Well, the message is you ask them, have we worked hard enough to win this? And they'll say yes. And the next thing you say to them is, what can we do to assure victory? And basically, as a team, you do it as a team, not an individual. And you put aside idiosyncrasies and pet peeves and little animosities that all teams have. I don't care. This team has a pretty good character, but there's also little infighting that all teams have. We got 24 ball players, and everybody doesn't love everybody out there. You know, everybody doesn't love me out there. You know, the only sure thing I got is my wife. You know.
That's all the questions I had, Coach. Anything else?
Well, I think that we're equal as far as the hitting. They're hitting about 290. We're hitting about 290. They have stolen bases on us. I mean, they're going to run on us. And people have to respect Hyatt. They have to respect your arm. And Sonoma did. They did not run on Hyatt. They ran as soon as we took her out. And as far as hitting, they scored a lot of runs. Ours has been via the home run. They've only hit 10 home runs. You know, we've hit over 80. That's got to scare them. And they have 5 pitchers. You know, they have 5 different pitchers that they can throw at us. And Manuel's their number 1 pitcher. She's I think 11-1, with an ERA about 1.3. So she's to be. We got to beat her. We'll see her twice, and we got to beat her.